Hi, today I'm going to be reading to you some of my favorite poems, and the first poem that I'm going to be reading to you is a couplet called World of Books. World of Books. Immense, thick, small, and tiny, there are books of variety. Inside those books, pages awaits for you to come inside the gates. So you can come now and have a chance. You might be stuck inside central France, but goodbye will do for now. Tomorrow you may wonder how. The next poem I'm going to be reading is a quatrain called A Memory in Fall. The gentle breeze brushes down my hair, as if there's nothing ever to fear. I fall in love with the sight at first glance. The cool breeze blows asking the trees to dance. The lovely memory in fall I try to remember, and the cold, harsh days that seem to never end in December. I try to imagine I'm back in fall, but I cannot seem to ever recall. The next poem I'm going to be reading to you is a lyrical poem called Lucky. Lucky. I have an amazing family, and we stay so very happily. I have a place that I can live in, a place that I can lick and grin. I am alive, that God provided. Sometimes we don't understand how lucky we are, but only looking at what we don't have by far. I am so very much lucky, even being able to study. The next poem that I'm going to be reading to you today is a narrative poem called A Butterfly or Two. A butterfly or two. A butterfly jumps out from the leaves, flying with the patterned wings high into the sky, trying to go higher and higher by itself, but soon dropping down very hard. The butterfly weeps in pain, but a friend comes by to help the tiny butterfly and flying higher than ever before. Isn't this just like our human lives? At first thinking that we can do it all alone, but ending up in disaster. However, when we do it together, we can do so much better. But we can choose how we want to be. So how are we wanting to be? Having a butterfly or two? The last poem that I'm going to be reading to you today is an octave called Life. Life. Life is just like a ticking clock, where things can change without a knock. So store the memories in the lock and sail them safely from the dock. Life is just like a ticking clock, so do not be afraid in shock. And do not ever try to mock, 'cause life is just like a ticking clock. Thank you for reading and seeing my video of me reading my poems, and I hope you enjoyed every one of them. Have a fantastic day.
Hello everyone, I am Alex. The first poem I am reading is Couplet. It is about summer. Summer is a cool season in my heart. Many activities I could take part. It is the right time, go beach for sunshine. It is the right time, ice cream and cool life. Love you my summer, life is the butter. The second poem I am reading is about cars. It is a acrostic poem. Cars are amazing, attract many attentions. Racing is humanity's passion. Speed is never limited. The last one is Apple. It is a quatrain poem. iPhone, iPad, iMac, used worldwide. You change the world with imagination. Joy, study, work could be in one sight. You are the Apple, best innovation. Okay, now this is a picture for summer. And this is a picture for cars. And this is a picture for the apple. This is my presentation. Bye.
Hi, so the first poem I'm going to read is a limerick called A Lawyer Named Dan. There's once this lawyer named Dan, who was a nice, fun-loving man. But then came along a man who was wronged. Then outran a coward called Dan. My next poem is an ode. It's called Ode to Potato. Oh, potato, slices of heaven on my plate. You are my number one. There is no need to rate. You can come in many yummy, delicious ways, like potato chips, french fries, all of which I crave. Oh, potatoes, there is no snack food greater than. You are the very best thing that is known to man. Eating you helps me go on with the path of life. You're even sweeter than honey from hives. I sigh as I enjoy every single spud. It's hard to believe that you came from the mud. I thank Mother Earth for giving us such a gift. You're as precious as gold, but you're easy to lift. Oh, my sweet potatoes, I will always love thee. If you did not exist, I just would not be me. I will wonder if you fell from the heavens itself, because you are certainly worth all of my wealth. The last poem is a lyrical poem. It's called Sadness. Grief washes over me as tears slide down my face. I'm alone, forgotten. I do not have a base. Oh, if only this sorrow would go away. I will hope that this rule will only last today. There's no one here, I'm left to suffer alone. I wish I could be joyful, not just weep and moan. I wish the sun would not rise every time. I'm worth nothing, the others are worth a dime. Oh, if only such painful melancholy could cease. I wish I was only one of the flocks of geese. Then I would not suffer and I would not be glum. I then would not weep so, I would only be dumb. I don't have one single friend, I'm left on my own. I cannot stand tall, I can only cry and groan. I can only sigh even in the times of joy. I can't say in my life, I wish I was a toy. So that was the last of my poems, and I hope you enjoyed it. Have a nice day.
Okay, so I'm going to have to talk fast if I want to get through all of them. My first one is an elegy poem. It's about Nana, my Nana. It says, oh Nana, you will not eat, not even a single banana. The sorrow is like a waterfall, always falling. All my family members are bawling. As I came in to say, Nana, you have to fight this cancer, for it will not go to bed. When I last saw her, what she was laying there in a bin. Her body cold as ice, her hair would never get lice. I would never again see her smile, but her love remains in me like a file. My next one is a limerick about cows. They mooed as loud as a rhino. They used to say, at least we are not like Bino. But the cows sat still, for the grass was sweet. At the end they would get beat. They would be beat. The cows said at least the grass treated us kind-o. And the third one is a couplet about boats. One day I discovered a boat. I got in it and rowed out to sea, but the boat wouldn't float. When it finally did, someone tried to bid. The little boat was as fast as a cheetah, but the fuel was up to a liter. It ran on the sea. The sight was worth the sea. The boat bid black bad bends. At least there weren't any fins.
Good morning, this is my poetry book. The first poem I'm going to read to you today is my acrostic poem. My acrostic poem's name is Mum. M is for marvellous, U is for unreal, and M is for miraculous. The second and third poem I'll be reading to you is an ode poem. My first ode poem is called Lollies. Oh lollies, how I could not do without you. As I chew, I love you. The sugary taste has not gone to waste. We're Aussies and we love lollies. My faithful friend lollies, the feeling won't be blue when I see you, for I love to chew. The taste will make me haste. As the trolleys come down the aisles on the train, I will get the lollies. So hand over the lollies and I will never have woo when I see you, 'cause you are my favourite to chew. It is sweet and yummy for your tummy, juicy and sweet and good to chew. Stretch it, pull it, gobble it, it runs down to my feet and gives me a feed. So that's my poem on lollies. Now for my poem on my new bike. My new bike is an ode poem. Everyone looks at me on my new bike. I love my new bike. I would do anything for her, even go on a year-long hike. She is shiny, red, and sleeps by my bed. She goes super fast, and I can go past everybody. They all look at me on my new bike. I don't like my bike. I love her, so I will go on a huge hike and won't pike. She is like me, big. When I got her, I did a jig. When I race, I won't come last. I will finish fast in front of everybody. They all look at me on my new bike. Now for my limerick. This is my limerick called Us. Mum thought, I'll have children. They're cool. She didn't think she'd have to homeschool. She regrets having us. Now we're just annoying pus. Now Mum doesn't think we're cool. Thanks for watching my book about acrostic poem, my ode poems, and my limerick. Subscribe down below.
The first poem I will read today is a haiku called Bet. Bet. The bat has a hat. The bat said and it fat rat. The bat play with men. And the second poem I will read today is a sonnet called My Grandfather. My grandfather, thank you for always kind to us. Oh, thank you for always give us happiness. Now we can't see you, but I will always remember you. And we all remember you always in our heart. And the last poem I will read today is a shape poem called I. I am Jerry, and you can talk to me or you can call when you are ready.
The last poem I'm going to be reading today, and it's a couplet, and it's City of, and the title City of Love. The city of Paris, love is in the air. People stroll hand in hand. They must be a perfect pair. That's the
Ugly duckling. He was gray and ugly, receiving a lot of hate, and did sing smugly. But he did not know his fate. That made him feel bad and feel sad. He just wanted to be white. He just wanted to be normal, looking up at the light. His siblings called him awful. That made him feel bad and feel sad. But as the passing time, his feathers turned into pure white. In the middle of springtime, more shiny than the light. Forest tree, tall, brave green tree, standing tall in the middle of the forest, giving the homes to the animals and the honeybee. Now you can take a rest. Even when the leaves fall, stronger than the wind, standing tall, you are the tree that had kindest mind. Friends, together we are powerful than the Rocky Mountain and can solve any problem together. Sometimes we argue about little things, but we are best friends throughout the whole life.
Hello, I'm Irene, and the first poem is an ode, and I call it Stars. So, let's send this somewhere in here. Okay. So this is my poem called Stars, and it's an ode, so I'll read it. Stars. Oh, stars, so light and bright, in the dark you are my light. Thousands of twinkling, flashing lights, thousands of eyes staring at me in the dark. I believe you take the soul of whom we miss that has gone up into your arms. Oh, stars, you are my light, warming up my heart in the cool night sky. Sometimes drops of tears fall from my eyes. Oh, stars, you are my light. So this was my first poem called Stars. And the second poem is a elegy, and it's called Lucia. And it's about my friend, and she passed away, and I wrote about her. So this is my poem about Lucia, my friend, and I'll read it. Oh, dear angel, you went too fast. You came to this world without a wing. But don't worry, I knew you were an angel, because you had an invisible wing that I can see. The day you went up, I didn't know. One moment, that's all for you to fade away. My heart pounding faster than light. I waited for days and days, praying for you to come back. But my prayer wasn't good enough, with my soul crying. A silent cry from my soul, I wish I could say goodbye. Dear friend, I know you are watching me from up there. Even when you are gone, you will be still here within my heart. I still remember. I remember your smile that lights up the world. I remember your cries that made the world whimper. I still remember your eyes brighter than the stars. But I remember you as my best friend. Oh, dear angel, goodbye. So this was my poem for my friend, Lucia. Okay, and the third poem is also, I wrote it in a Word document, and it's a sonnet, and I call it Dreams. So this is my poem. Okay, so, Dreams. My eyes closed, I enter the land of dreams. Magical things out of logic happen. I fly above a lot of cloudy creams. The world changes by the thought you were given. In my land full of sweet marshmallow trees, under there's a magical happy dream. In my world it is full of joy. I am free. All around me there's a few sprouts of green. Chocolate birds are flying in the sky. Swimming pools filled with diamonds and pearls. There's no pain here, I would never cry. This land is me and I am the universe. In this mysterious place, and I am here. There is only joy here, so do not fear. So this is my poem about my dreams. Not my dream, but about dreams. And this is my poem. And the next one is, I also wrote it in a document, and it's called Charlotte, and it's a ballad. So this is my poem about Charlotte. It's about Charlotte's Web, the book, and here's the poem. Oh, Wilbur, it's time for me to say goodbye. The next morning you came to me and said hi. Everyone discussed by me, you were fine. You are the first I can call mine. Oh, thank you, dear friend, the more I knew as I dig. My word, I wrote it, it wasn't air. You really are some pig. I hope I could stay for 1,000 years, but I had to go. Please, be fierce without me. You're a spring prick that got to see snow. I give you my babies. They will go with the wind's flow. Wilbur, my friends, I trust you would care. Please care for my babies, strong and fair. Oh, thank you, dear friend, the more I knew as I dig. My word, I wrote it, it wasn't air. You really are some pig. I hope I could stay for 1,000 years, but I had to go. Please be fierce without me. So this was my poem about Charlotte's Web. And here. Okay, the last poem is a narrative poem, and it's about the underworld. So this is my poem about the underworld. I'll read it. Cold and dark, it is a land of dead with souls so sad. Souls that die will cross this river, a river paid with a coin of life they shiver. Oh, darkness surround this world, There come screams and cries out of this world. No one dare enter this place. No one that see there is a fright in their face. The king, the ruler of this cold, dark land, meets the queen of the spring that fled. She ate a gift that brings us winter. There is the king and a queen, a new helper. Zez, the king, his daughter was sent into darkness. Truly, she was the true kindness. Our new queen so beautiful, was a mother of land, now a queen of a cold, dark land. Cold and dark it is a land of dead with soul so sad. A river paid with a coin of life they shiver. Oh, darkness around this world, there come screams and cries out of this world. Okay, so this was my last poem about the underworld, and this was about the queen. And she was normally the queen of spring. So, yes, this was my last poem. So, thank you. Bye-bye.
Hello, I'll be presenting my first poem called Set Sail. Set sail is a snot. Set sail. Some say time stop if you don't start sailing. Even if you sail, you are useless. The sail needs to be set before sailing. The time you set the sail, you aren't useless, for passion in you is running. Then the power in you will not get less, and you will be a star that is running. You will not stop and know unless the time you start sailing, you'll start racing. Racing the star, power will not get less. Time is catching up, but don't stop sailing. Race it, but time surely will get less. Surely it may block the way of you sailing. Even if it catches up, you aren't useless.
Today I'm gonna read 3 poems, and the first poem is a lyrical poem, and it's called Anger. Anger and pain makes me insane. It doesn't follow my command. Anger burns me like hot sun and harm my near people by heat. Have you ever been feeling your head? For sure, you'll regret. Anger became to me a bane, gave me another pain to my hand. The next poem is a couplet, and it has a rhythm of dactylic. War. Bang, shot the gun through their body. Pain with the shriek and be bloody. The third poem is a narrative poem, and it's called Robin Hood. Here comes a thief. Here comes a hero. Here comes a leader. Here comes the fighter. His evaluation was divided to sides, and the worm angel, the most horrible thief. He gets the wing for the nice. He gets the horn to the bad ones. Rich hold their money like a baby, but once there wasn't in their hand. The baby went to the poor guys. They gets back their smile. Robin Hood was stealing happiness that was trapped by the rich. The happiness went back to the true owner. This was my last poem, and thank you for listening to my poem.